Hey friend, Graham Cochrane here, and welcome back to the final installment of my online course mini-series where I've been teaching you how to build, how to design, how to film, how to sell, and launch your online course so that it doesn't just float out there in the real world and do nothing. It actually brings money into your bank account on the regular and helps a ton of people. Now, in this final installment, I want to talk about one of the most important elements of having and continuing to succeed with an online course, and that is testimonials. Testimonials, like success stories or just happy quotes from your customers, are the key to selling more and more copies of your course to more and more people. Like a product on Amazon with multiple 5-star reviews, your course will sell better with lots of successful testimonials on your sales page. In the world of online products, testimonials are your proof. They are your credibility that your product delivers results. So it's very important to have because people are skeptical and they need a reason to buy from you. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to get those testimonials so that you can sell more and more of your product. If you want to do 6 figures or even 7 figures with your online courses over time, you need a system for getting as many powerful testimonials and success stories as possible. It's just that simple. Now, spoiler alert, the best way to get testimonials is to make sure your students get everything out of your course possible so they can get results. This is why building a good course is so important in the first place, because you're not going to get great testimonials if you don't have a great course. So it's all about delivering an amazing course that really is outlined well and flowed well and teed up well and includes everything they could possibly need to succeed so that they actually get results. And if they get results, then you have an opportunity to collect testimonials. If you just have an online course that's got some good information, you're not going to get great testimonials because it's not a complete course. It's just a collection of good information that doesn't quite get them good results. You want to create a system that gets them the results they need so that they're raving about it. That will create amazing testimonials for you. So what I want to do in today's video is give you 4 simple ways to make sure that people get the most out of your course as possible and get results. Because if you can get them results, like I said, the testimonials will become very easy to pull off. So let's dive in. Number 1, you want to shoot a detailed welcome video. Okay, this is an often overlooked thing. The first thing they watch shouldn't be video 1. It should be a welcome video. So when students log into your course for the first time, or if they download a zip file, there should be like a watch this first video. They should be greeted by an exciting and detailed welcome video from you that just explains how to get the most out of the course. In this welcome video, you want to include things like, again, what the main purpose of the course is, what the result is that they'll be able to get if they follow the steps. You want to reaffirm that they made a smart decision. You want to reaffirm what the goal is of this course so that they're getting fired up again, because they might have bought it a few weeks ago and haven't got a chance to look at it. So you're getting them back on track with what's the point of this course, and then explaining maybe the order of things, what order you recommend they watch videos in, how you've structured it, how to get the most out of it, if there's different elements, if there's core material and then bonus videos, explain where all that is and which to watch first. Basically, give them a guided tour of how they can get the most out of the course, get them pumped up, get them excited, make them feel affirmed that they made a good choice, be their cheerleader, tell them you're their coach, tell them you're there for them. This is huge to getting people to be excited. And they might have bought it because they know they want the results, but they might have spent a lot of money with you, or what to them is a lot of money, and they might be unsure if they're going to be able to get the results. Not maybe because they're questioning your course as much as they're questioning themselves. I don't know if people think about that enough, but they might be insecure. If they bought a fitness training course, they might believe that you know what you're talking about and you're in shape and you're giving them the best material on how to get in shape, but they may be afraid that they can't stick with it and that they're a special snowflake, no offense, and they're unique and that it's not going to work for them because they're afraid that they won't commit or they'll do something wrong. And so your goal here in this welcome video is to not only show them what to do first and second and third so that they get the best results, but to fire them up and motivate them and affirm them in such a way that they feel like, yes, I can do this and I'm glad about this course and I'm ready. Okay. It starts with the welcome video. Next, you're going to want to include an onboarding email sequence. This is going to be 3 to 7 pre-written emails that go out daily from the day after they've joined your course, or it could be weekly if you have like a multi-week course that drips out. Whatever it is, they're pre-written emails that go out on the regular soon after they join that ensure your students know about everything inside the course. This is going to pretty much echo what is in the welcome video. So it might be literally word for word just broken up. But what I like to do in these series is encourage them, give them suggestions of what to do first, second, third, and so on. So it might be like day one, if it's got a community element, like welcome to the course, I'm so glad you're here. Before you dive in, make sure you make yourself known in the community, the private community that's included. Or if there is no community, it might be watch to the first video. Today, all I want you to do is watch the very first video and leave a comment below the video that answers this question. Or if you don't have that kind of interaction, if it's just a zip file that you're giving them, your first day could be, today I want you to watch these 2 videos and then write down X, Y, and Z. Give them a little bit of homework or something like that. And then, day 2, the email might say, have you checked out the bonuses section? Go over here and check out these bonus videos. They include X, Y, and Z. Day 3 might be, a lot of people get stuck with this video, and it's because this is a really hard element to pull off. Here's some suggestions, or you got a little bonus stuff. But really what you're doing is giving them a tour, reminding them of what to watch first and second, reminding them of anything additional that they got when they bought the course. If they got some access to you, one of the days could remind them, hey, you get 1 email exchange, or we get 1 Skype call. Be sure to, cash it in at some point. Whatever it is, write out 3 to 7 emails thereabouts, depending on how complex your course is, that really echo the welcome video, encourage them, and that way they're getting reminders to be in the course. Like, hey, you bought this, use it. The best course in the world can't help you if you don't watch it, right? So it's encouraging them, it's giving them suggestions, and it's holding their hand. Now, another element that's huge is having homework or checklists, okay? Students do better when they're given tasks or homework to complete upon learning new material. It's just true. What this does is it takes the information that they're learning in the videos and it puts it into practice so that it sticks. Okay, you might have killer videos and they really might be well thought out and it might be amazing information. But we know, and I know as an educator, that to get information to turn into transformation, I need people to take action, because when they take action, it sticks, they get results. Applied knowledge is the key. It's not just knowledge. So we can't assume they're going to apply our knowledge. We can't assume they're going to do what we've told them to do. They might nod their head to every video that you put out, and they might say, oh my gosh, you're so right. I agree. But they may not go do it. So having simple checklists or action steps, I like to call them action steps, at the end of each section of videos or each video, if you have a small course, will help them know what to do with the information they've consumed. If they watched a bunch of videos on, what they should be eating for a fitness routine, let's say, if there's a whole, food module, then you could have action steps like, go to your pantry this week and throw away this, this, and this. Make sure you go and buy this, this, and this. Organize your pantry this way, this way, and this way. Decide on what your everyday breakfast option is going to be, and decide on your lunch option, and pick your top 3 dinners from this list. Like it all just is like a natural flow from what you're teaching in your material, but break it down into little bullet points or checklists, and they can be PDF downloads that come with it, or whatever. But I think these really help my students get results. I've even put out a course. I did a group coaching thing with a few guys, and it was really high-level material, but I didn't include any homework or checklists because it was a much more casual coaching environment as opposed to an online course. And I had 2 guys in particular ask me for homework. I hadn't even thought about it. I have homework in some of my other courses, but I hadn't included that in this group. And they said, please, can you just give me homework? Can you tell me exactly what to do? And I was like, you're absolutely right. I'm sorry. I haven't thought about that. And so I gave them bullet points, do this, do this, do this after we covered this section. It's very, very helpful. Even if they can't do the homework now, they know they have something to then be able to put that information into practice afterwards. Okay. Fourth and final element that will really help people get the most out of your course is a closing remarks video. And this one is really the money one. The reason is it not only gets more out of the course, but it also leads directly to testimonials. So at the end of the course, be sure you shoot another video that pairs. It's like the opposite of the welcome video. It's like now that you've watched everything, it's a video that gives them some closing thoughts or closing remarks, as I like to call it. And in this video, you want to make sure they watch it before they leave. So sometimes I'll literally call the video, watch this before you leave, or watch this before you're done. Before you go, watch this. And in the video, you encourage them for finishing the course. You congratulate them. You give them an air high five. You affirm them like you finished the course. You watched it all. Now, they may not have watched it all. And if not, this will subtly guilt them into watching it all. But most of the time, they have watched it all. And you want to encourage them because that is very rare. Do you know that most people don't read the books that they buy? You probably could have guessed that. Like every book that's actually sold at a bookstore or online, most people that buy books don't read past chapter 2. How sad is that? Most books are purchased and people might love them, but they don't read past chapter 2. And you can know this and test proof this or proof test this, whatever, if you read on Kindle, Amazon Kindle, because I love digital ebooks on Kindle because you can see what are popular underlined or popular highlighted sentences in the book. And so I love to know what other people think is interesting in the book. And there's always lots of popular highlights in the first and second chapter or the introduction, and they trickle off after that. You get to chapter 7, there's no popular highlights because nobody's reading chapter 7, but weirdos like me that reads every single page of every single book, and then I reread the book. So the same is true for an online course. Most people who buy your course won't watch every video. So it is rare if they do. So if they do get to the closing remarks video, encourage them, tell them that they are unique and that you're proud of them, and then give them a next step. This is like the homework thing I just talked about, but on a more global scale. You say, okay, you finished the course and hopefully done all the homework. If you have homework, tell them to go back and do all the homework. But if you've done all that, now what? And what you want to do is tell them 1 or 2, maybe 3, but ideally 1 main thing or 2 main things to do now. And it basically says you finish the course, here's what you do next. So it gives them something to do next, gives them one final piece of homework. A lot of times I give people like months out, year out, having goals to work towards related to the content. You might have write down your 30-day goal or your 6-month goal, your 12-month goal. That might be the next step. Or write down when on your calendar you're going to start your workout routine, or when on your calendar you're going to get rid of all the nasty food in your house. That could be the next step. It doesn't have to be a big thing, but just give them something to do next. So you're congratulating them, giving them one next step, and then you're asking them, what has been your biggest win from this course? What's been not a bunch of them, not 2, not 3, what is the biggest result you've gotten, or the biggest aha light bulb moment, or the biggest win for you from going through this course? This does 2 things. 1, it gets them to stop and think about how awesome the course is, and it's phrased in a way that's positive, like, oh yeah, what win did I get from this course? You're not asking, did this course help you? That's a negative statement, because then they're like, did it help me? You're assuming it helped them, and you're asking them to think about what was the biggest thing it did for you. So it lets them think about the course in a positive light and go, yeah, what was the biggest thing that I learned from this course? Forces them to think. And that helps them be reminded that, yeah, it was a good course and I learned this big thing. Then it's basically getting them to tell you the big thing. It's getting them to give you a testimonial like, well, Graham, the biggest win for me was I finally learned how to sell my course. I had a great course, but the copywriting stuff you taught, I finally know how to sell a course in a way that people are like, cannot wait to buy it. And that was a huge aha moment for me. They leave a comment below that video, or they email me that after the course. I now have a killer testimonial that is from a person who's completed the course, who's been stopped and asked to think about what was the big win, and they tell me the big win, and it's going to be different for everybody. It's such a huge thing. I love the closing remarks video. It's my favorite video, and I always get excited, happy responses to this video in all of my courses, and you will too. Now, if you can incorporate all 4 of those elements in your course, you will have set yourself up for successful students which is goal number one. You want your students to succeed, otherwise you won't be in business long. And when you get successful students and you're setting yourself up for powerful testimonial collection, because that final closing remarks video is just like a teed up testimony waiting to happen, right? Once you get these testimonials, you can pepper them throughout all of your sales material and your marketing material for your course, and it will help it sell itself. Testimonials are the key. They are your credibility. They are your credentials. They are your proof that your product works in an online course world. So you need good testimonials, and this is a way to get them. Now, just a little gift for you before you go. I've put together all of this stuff that I've been talking about in this series of how to research an online course and how to outline it so it's irresistible, and how to film it for free, and how to launch it strategically, and what mistakes to avoid, and all that stuff. Put it together in a checklist for you called my 6-figure online course checklist. This is everything I know about launching 6- and 7-figure products that do hundreds of thousands of dollars for you, products that do millions of dollars for you. I've got both of those. Everything I've learned about online courses, I was like, if I could put it all into one simple checklist of do this, do this, do this, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, do this first, do this second, what would it be? That's what this is. And I want to give it to you as my gift for watching these videos, because I know it's going to help you. The goal is you download it. It stays on your phone or computer or tablet or wherever. You could even print it out if you want to be old school. So every time you're thinking about building a course, or you're trying to sell your course, you're trying to get testimonials for your course, you can just pull it up. You won't have to rewatch these videos, and you can just reference it and know exactly the go-to stuff, all the meat, none of the fluff. You can get your copy for free. Just go to 6figurecourse.com. That's the number 6figurecourse.com, and it's my gift to you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Leave a comment below too, and let me know which of these videos in this mini-series was the most helpful to you or the most eye-opening to you. I'd love to know which part of this 6-part series was most helpful to you as you build your online course. Thanks for being a part of what I'm doing here. Best of luck as you build your online course, and I'll see you on another video real soon.